Hello, you are once welcome to the channel. This is Gomoa Fetteh. Earlier on, we told you a project is going to be done at Kasoa, which we name it the White House. It is an innovation job, but by grace, the client have a land now at Gomoa Fetteh, so it have been shifted there, and it needs it to be a dream house. So we are now giving her a new drawing that may suit her. So you can see this is the land which we have sand on it, sand and stone. We start with the fence wall. So it's ongoing. As you can see, the excavation is ongoing. It's a dry season, so it's very hard. We just pour water into it, looking at the circumference. When we take machine for the this, then it may cost us in the way. So we just manage to excavate it manually. So this is where we are now. As you can see, is the trench we are excavating. It have a nice area. You can see Nyanyano from the other side. Nyanyano from the other side. You can also have the view of the sea. So when you raise it and have lounge at the top there and sitting there, you can see far so many places. Thank you very much. We update you with anything that goes on here. Thank you very much.
So here we go again, another new project for the channel, and this is going to be the Gomoa Fetteh project. As I told you in my previous episode, that we have a new project coming around in Gomoa Fetteh, around Ninyano. So if you have a land in this area and you are looking for a team to build with, we are here, and yeah, we're gonna start with this project. And you know how we do it. For those of you that haven't seen us starting a project from the foundation, I think this is the opportunity. I mean, my new subscribers on the channel that hasn't seen us doing foundation works, I think this is an opportunity for us to monitor how we do our stuff here on the channel. And we're going to be teaching so many things: how we build, what are necessary, what are not necessary in your construction. So watch out for this project. You know how we do it. We make a plan. First thing is make a good plan, and then you'll see how the work will go. Latest by 8 months, you already see the structure work completed. So like I said, this is Gomoa Fetteh once again. And if you have a land in this area, you want us to go and have a look, you need an estimate, you need a drawing, we have an architect here on the channel that can help you to get it done. So today's video is going to be about a fence wall for this project. Our client bought this land like this year, actually I think in January. And already, we know the steps we do take in, buying land. So immediately we want to test the land and see who is coming, if there's any complaint, if there's any issue on the land. This is how you get to know. Sometimes the paperwork doesn't tell you much about the land. You can have all the documents, everything genuine, but if there's confusion in the family, you will still have problem with your land. And it is just a waste of time. It's just to waste your time. The land belongs to you. They cannot take the land from you, but it's just to waste your time and get the money. So, but I think later in today's video, I'll share one or two tips how we buy our land, method we use buying land from family. So you can see, fast forward, the walls are already coming up. A big shout out to the team on this project. They are the same guys that did the hill project, the fence wall. And right after that, they jumped in here, to get this one also done. And I think it was done within 2 to 3 weeks, I think 2.5 weeks fast, with the digging, excavating, and everything. The iron rods are also in place, ready for concrete casting, which you'll be seeing later in the video. You also see the bar, the iron rod, one iron rod in between the walls, and that's just to strengthen the work. It's all engineering work. We just hook it and just to strengthen it. It's not only done for walls. I mean, like the outer walls. For we use it for the main building also. If you want to strengthen the building, we have those things in there as well. So you could see how it's going from here. That's a one plot. That's a one plot, and we keep the front open. You could see there's a heap of sand right in front of the building, of the land. Most people, when they clear their land, they throw all of this thing away, and then they go to buy filling to come and fill their foundation. People will also take water from their land, throw it away, and they go buy water to fill their foundation. There are so many things, like I keep saying, that will save you so much money with construction. You only need the right team to build with. So this heap of sand you see, we're going to use it for filling when we are done with our foundation. We're not going to throw it away. We're still going to use it. So this is the view of the surrounding. You can imagine. So if we should go for decking, like story building, this is going to be the level. And you can imagine if this is your bedroom, the view you are getting from here. I know my video quality is a little bit bad, but very soon we're going to change the phone. We're going to get good phone for the guys, and you could see 360 view. It's just the back view that you're going to see people living around, but in front of the house you have a very great view. And if you look carefully, you could see that our land is a little bit extend than the old boundary you see there. I shared that in my previous video. I don't want to state it here again. There's a reason why, we have extra. So you can check in my previous video. I think you get what happened. So yeah, you could see the block work is going nicely. I really don't have much to share here. So I think I have to share my tip on buying land. We all know, like, on YouTube, if you go on YouTube and you type how to buy land, ways of buying land in Ghana, everybody will tell you you get a lawyer, you do your search and all those kind of things, which I call it the theory part of buying land. There's also the technical part, which most people don't do. Some people, take the step of doing the technical part, but that is after they've paid the full, amount for the land. And then when there's issue there, they are still stuck in there, even though they will have the right document, but other people will come and fight them for their land. And this technical I'm talking about is, we call it the testing of the land. So let's say if someone shows you a land, this is what I'm selling, and you are interested, you first get the ID card of the person, or the name, the indenture, you get whose name on it, you go to your lands, you check everything is good. Before you make the payment, you strike a deal with the person, with the landowner, that hey, I'll give you maybe 50%, 40%, or maybe 60 to 70% of the money. And when the documents are done, then I will pay the rest of the money. But immediately you make that payment, the 40% or 50%, tell the person that, can I start working on the land already? Can I start working? Ensure the person that you have the full money to pay the person. Ensure him, but I want to start working immediately before the land papers is ready. And one thing, and without the land papers, you really cannot do much on the land. You have to get your drawing and permit. Without a land document, you cannot do that. But we want to find out whether the land is genuine and there's no issue on it. Sometimes when you do your check, you don't find out all those issues, because these issues are within the family. They are not at the court yet, they are not at the police station yet, it's within the family. So what you do is that you just buy stone, put it on the land. You wait for maybe a week. If nothing happens, then you can start with your block work, not immediately going all in. Just ask some guys to start, to start digging the trenches, see if some langars are coming, see if, some family members are showing up, and, you have the guys on site. And if nothing happens, then you know for sure that, okay, for 2 or 3 weeks working on the land and nobody is coming to ask of anything, then at least there's safety. So if the land documents are delaying, you still have the confidence that, hey, there's nothing wrong, rather than you buying the land, leave it there, and just waiting to get a document before you start doing something on the land. You understand? Because some of these things, some of this action, when you take, it brings out the quarrel, in between. Sometimes, when a family want to sell a land, all the family members have their own, bias. People have their own bias, and they might end up selling it to 3 or 4 people, but then only one person gets the right document, and then the rest of the people have to fight. The buyers have to fight each other in court, while the family members, they've taken all the money and they are just following you to court, encouraging you to have patience, and you get your land, but then they are just, it's just a waste of time. Your time also, because court is going to put, like injunction on your project to pause your project. Even though you are the rightful owner, you have the correct documents, but you cannot work, and that is just a waste of time. So these are some of the things you do, and if you have a right team, we know how to test those things. We, like I told you, my contractor always go to do his search before we even start our project. So you will buy your land, but we also go to do our own search, because my contractor don't want his boys to be beaten. You could see these are young guys. You don't see any macho guys here. These are young guys who are trying to make a living. We don't have to subject them to langars, threatening them, So that's what we do here as Gigo Production Group. We also think about our, workers as well. So you could see the land is secured. We've secured the land, and you can also testify to it that the guys have done an amazing job, even though we don't have a good, camera quality to show you, the beauty of this, but you can see it for yourself. The work speaks for itself, and that's what we do here on Gigo Production Group. We don't tell you we are the best, or we are this, or we are that. The work speaks for itself, and you can imagine an owner of, you have a land and this is the layout of your land. It even gives you that peace of mind. It gives you that peace of mind. You can just leave this for how many years. You can decide to grow whatever you want to grow on it to protect the land. When you are ready, you come to build. So once again, just in case you are in Gomoa Fetteh, we are in your area, we can get this done for you. If you have a land, just get in touch with us. We give you estimate. The guys are around. They will just come and get it done for you. And very soon we'll begin with the foundation of this project. We also have another project coming up in kasiebo, and that also we also have to go for the fence wall. So just watch out for that. I think by the end of February we'll be done with all the fence wall. I think from March we have to get going with the foundations. We have apartment project. We have 2 apartment projects at the same location. We also have a family house coming. We have to start with the foundation also, because we have to get to the filling point before the rainy season hits. So if you want to see foundation, block work, decking, roofing, I think Eagle Production is the channel you have to subscribe and follow us. We're going to show you all of those things in this year. So please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in my next episode. Look, do it.